Throughout the ages, humanity has witnessed events that transcend the laws of nature, moments where the divine veil is torn asunder by the hand of God. These are not merely miracles, but supernatural warnings, profound demonstrations of a holiness so pure that it demands our absolute awe and reverence. In the days of ancient Israel, the Ark of the Covenant was the throne of the Almighty, a vessel of power that no profane hand could touch. When the oxen stumbled, a man named Uzzah reached out to steady the sacred chest, forgetting that God's holiness is a consuming fire. In an instant, a blinding flash of divine light erupted from the ark. Uzzah fell, teaching all who watched that the holy cannot be handled lightly. Centuries later, the early church learned that the Spirit of God searches not just the hands, but the deepest secrets of the human heart. Ananias and Sapphira stood before the apostles, offering a gift built on deception. As their lie was exposed, the silence of death followed. In the scorching heat of the wilderness, rebellion once dared to challenge the authority of the Most High, led by a man named Korah. Without warning, the very earth groaned. A jagged abyss opened beneath the feet of the rebels, swallowing their pride into the dark depths. Sovereignty is absolute. Even a lone prophet walking a winding road found that a single act of disobedience could summon nature's silent sentinel. A massive lion emerged from the shadows, its golden eyes fixed on the man who had turned away from the word of the Lord. When the powers of the world attempted to seize the prophet Elisha, they were met by a defense that descended directly from the heavens. The sky tore open. A pillar of celestial fire roared downward, consuming the arrogance of man in a blinding display of divine justice. Even within the opulent safety of a king's palace, the handwriting of God can penetrate the walls of secular security. As King Belshazzar feasted, a disembodied hand traced burning words onto the wall, sealing the fate of an empire in letters of fire. Pride is a veil that God can strip away in a heartbeat. Nebuchadnezzar, the builder of empires, was reduced to the state of an animal. He dwelt in the wild fields, his mind fractured, until he finally looked toward heaven and acknowledged the sovereignty of the Most High. The sacred is not to be mocked. When the prophet Elisha was jeered, the very forest provided a grim warning to the irreverent. Spiritual blindness often manifests in the physical realm. The sorcerer Elimas found his deceptive path blocked by a cloud of sudden darkness. He groped for a hand to lead him, trapped in a night that had no end, a reflection of the inner darkness he had chosen to serve. Even in the midst of a great escape, the heart's desire can lead to a frozen monument of judgment. Lot's wife paused, turning back toward the chaos she was told to leave. In a heartbeat, she became a pillar of salt, a warning against the divided heart. The unseen realm is filled with agents of divine will. Outside Jerusalem, an entire army was silenced in a single night. A powerful angel, wielding a sword of pure light, moved through the ranks. By morning, only the silence of the desert remained. When the prophet prayed for his servant's eyes to be opened, the mountainside revealed the hidden guardians of the faithful. Suddenly, a host of horses and chariots of fire appeared on the hills, proving that those who stand with God are never truly alone. God can even open the mouth of the beast to correct the path of a wayward man. Balaam's donkey saw what the prophet could not. The animal spoke with a human voice, and only then did Balaam's eyes open to see the angel of the Lord blocking his way with a drawn sword. God's sovereignty extends over the physical properties of our world. Beside a rushing river, a simple stick defied the laws of weight and mass. An iron axe head rose from the depths and floated effortlessly, a small but profound sign that nothing is impossible for the Creator. And on the epic battlefields of history, even time itself has been commanded to stand still. The sun remained fixed in the center of the sky, refusing to set until victory was complete, a breathtaking display of authority over time. These supernatural events are more than just stories. They are timeless warnings that call us back to a state of humble awe. Let us never forget the weight of the divine. These warnings remind us of God's infinite power and His unyielding holiness. Type Amen and share this message with a friend.